Welcome to Sister Chat, a new monthly video series hosted by the Sisters of Notre Dame, where we bring women together to connect with, honor, advocate for, teach each other, support each other, and encourage each other. I am Sister Carol Gregory, and today I am joined by Wendi Huntley and Amy Remer. Thank you for joining us in this inaugural chat. We're happy to have both of you here this afternoon. Thanks, Wendi, for joining us today.
Sister Carol, you must know that you are one of my favorite people because we're just kicking off our summer program. It's crazy busy, but for you, I'm happy to oblige. So thank you for the invitation.
You're most welcome. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here, and I've been so blessed to be a part of the planning of this Shine event, and I just can't wait to see what God has in store for all of us women and the community.
Wendi, have you had a woman or women that have influenced you in your life, and that's why you're doing what you are doing today?
You know, Sister Carol, you couldn't have told me when I was younger that I would be doing what I'm doing today, helping to lead a nonprofit organization and feed kids. My entire life I've thought of being a lawyer, and that was inspired by my mom, who was a lifelong educator and a professor at Bowling Green State University. And so to find myself in this place, I chuckle often. She would, I know, be proud and is looking down, you know, from heaven.
Amy, you have had quite a journey in your life. Can you share who has been inspirational to you?
I have so many people that have inspired me in my life and in my journey, and through all the trials and obstacles that I faced. But really, I don't have one specific person who has inspired me to now be sharing my journey and speaking and writing about it. But really, it's a combination of many people that I've encountered in my life, and I think it all comes down to survivors. You know, just being a mom, right? Like, being a mom is hard, and being a woman is hard, and I think we're surrounded by people in our life that bring us that inspiration and that encourage us and push us, and just my mom friends and my women friends. Like, I think we can all draw inspiration from those people in our lives.
Thank you. We hear a mother and many people. We never know the impact that we ourselves have in the lives of people. It's always there, and yet we never take time sometimes to realize what are we doing with the gifts that God has given to each one of us, and how are we making that impact. And so women, we are called to give life. Whatever that life is, physical, spiritual, psychological, encouragement to each other, to the world, so we can bring peace, joy, happiness into our world.
Yeah, I remember my daughter's kindergarten teacher used to talk about filling up each other's bucket instead of dumping their bucket. And I still talk about that today when I'm speaking. I tell my daughter and her friends and my kids, like, how simple of a concept as women, right? To fill up, stop competing with everyone. Let's all work together and fill up each other's buckets. And if we're always filling up each other's bucket, then guess what? Your bucket's getting filled up at the same time. And I feel like that's such a simple concept, but so important.
Absolutely. And it's important to actually take the time, because we're in such a world that moves so fast.
Yeah.
It's so stressful. And so you have to be intentional about making sure that you're honoring those relationships where people can pour into you and you can pour into them, and taking time for yourself, because I think the ultimate reason why we're all in places of influence and inspiration is because we've had less of us and more of God.
Here are two women who are living a dream. They're living God's plan for them, for each of them. And they are putting it into service for others, so that this world would be better because these two women are living in it.